Hey everyone, I'm Rushlock, and this is the latest update for the Yugoslavia invasion. We are in the system of Raravas, which if you take a look at the agency, you will see that this is the first final liminality achieved by the Yugoslavian forces. There is only one site type in system, it is Yugoslavian Collective Site, the Stellar Fleet Deployment. The biggest piece of news, though, is that Raravas, a former high-sec system, if you put your mouse cursor over the tooltip here with the double chevron pointing down, you'll see it's been reduced to nullsec. From 0.7, or I'm sorry, reduced by 0.7 to go to a negative 0.1. While we're in system, you can see the chevron shows the same information. Now, what does this mean? Well, it's the first time we've seen high-sec, or any security status, changed of any significant degree going to nullsec. This whole Yugoslavian invasion piece of content has been a great driver of content and explosions. We saw, I think, on Monday, 2,500 ships had been blown up in the last 24 hours, from Sunday into Monday. The next day, that number jumped to 5,000. And this was all before final liminality. So now that this system is a nullsec system, what do we know for sure? Not much, but a lot of conjecture or supposition is about whether or not this will be permanent. If it is permanent, will it make null blocks take a look at, well, gee, maybe the traditional nullsec that was in range of this system for jumping suddenly looks more attractive, or some sake. Again, this is all supposition and just guessing, but it'll be interesting to see how permanent this system remains, and then going forward, now that Yugoslavians have pushed final liminality here, where do they go next? Do they go for the next stellar reconnaissance, start trying to push it their way? We go back into here and look at the redoubts and bulwarks. Just today, I believe, Hema, or I may be butchering the name of it, has just gone into redoubt mode. Twitch chat today was telling me that Yugoslavian forces will focus in Fazwiba, but again, this is all just guesswork and whatnot. I can't confirm any of this. Fase looks like it's about to shift from bulwark into another fortress. You can see here how many fortresses have been already established. So I'm really curious to see where Yugoslavians focus their attention next. Again, will it be in Promised Land, one of the most recent systems to go up for availability, or will they push against one of the bulwarks or redoubts that are already in this phase currently? We'll update you guys if we see more, but I think going forward the really interesting thing is to consider this new nullsec system, and is CCP going to successfully, if it's even their intention, basically put a sandbox within a sandbox. You know, are factions from Null or from anywhere in the game going to start deploying assets into this system that you would never see in a high-sec system? What is allowed, what is not allowed? One thing that was pointed out to me this morning is that it's still showing up as an Amarian system for the sake of sovereignty. So will that be patched at some point? Does that denote that things will go back the other way later down the road? Again, it's all up in the air. We'll have to wait and see, but as soon as we've learned more, we'll pass it on to all of you. Any questions or ideas that you have, as always, share them below in the comments, and we'll update the description section with any new details between now and the next video. Fly safe, have fun, and we'll see you all next time.